And we're live. Hello, everybody. I mean, possibly we're live. Twitch is giving me mixed messages about that fact, but hopefully we're live. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones, wherever you might be. I'm Emma, and welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent, and welcome back to, still not named on the screen, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Bigitha's ongoing adventures, in which she gets ambushed a lot, and makes decisions. And rides a dinosaur, the most important part. Yeah, last time we got ambushed a lot, it felt like. Also, we made, no progress in the actual thing. It was just all side quests all the time. But then, I mean, what else is role-playing when you get down to it? Yes, we are live. Legend, thank you. Yeah, so I felt like we didn't do a huge... we did a bunch, but didn't feel like we accomplished a lot last time, so, we're still on the road. We moved the camp up the road a bit, I guess. We cleared a stronghold, so we're technically making progress. And hey, I'm never going to make more progress if I just sit here waffling, so let's get on with it. And we did side quests for Thela, in which it turned out the halfling was evil, and we got taken in by some more evil halflings, who turned out to be demons. Possibly other things happened. We did Socio's quest and killed a necromancer. It was a whole thing. Is there anything about chest now? No. You just highlighted it for no reason. Got it. Let's sell some of the crap we've accumulated, because, my god, we've accumulated crap. Also, I think I need to talk to Seela. Where can I sell my crap? So that's by the fires. Yes. Oh. Oh god, somebody's hassling Amber. Hey, little one. I say you can do magic. An old silver-haired fighter sizes Amber up skeptically, apparently baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of the war. He's cradling his wounded arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me? Did she use a potion to do that? Why? Of course! Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you, that's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes the healthy skin underneath. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home, just like you. Oh, little girl, how did you end up here? What are you doing here in the thick of it with us? Yeah, she took our potion. Ember gives him a light-hearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to the thick so that the thick wouldn't come to the other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, I'll be. So little and yet more courage than some officers. The old man rubs his rough hand over her hair, and she smiles at him again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hand like a cat. Cute. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just my arm you healed. The soldier leaves, shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi! Does this happen often? Ember shrugs. Demons keep hurting them. I keep healing them. But it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. But I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. I'm wondering how much of this is, conscious, how much is defensive, how much is just trauma. What if something I say is wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet, but I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. I can encourage this. Don't second-guess yourself. Go with your first answer. You're helping all of us. Soldiers, our companions, and me. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. She taps a scarred finger on her cheek and then breaks into a smile. All right. It must be true if you say so. Oh, don't trust me. Never trust me. That's a terrible idea. And then she vanished into the night. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I've missed the bit I was aiming for. Aha, there's World Drift, which means here's Wilsa. I don't care. Bookselling, and sell these longbows I don't want, and this warhammer. I have all these magic weapons that I'm kind of holding on to in case somebody wants them, and probably nobody is ever going to want them. But you know. And it's, you know, really doing a number on my... Well, I'll sell one of my +1 chain shirts. Wait, that didn't sell just one. Fine, whatever, they're both gone. No looking back. I'm gonna trust that all the one-hand... Like, I'm saving the two-handed ones for when I eventually come across somebody who specializes in those, but for now, I think we're going to get rid of all the one-handed stuff, because if it was good enough for anybody to use, they'd already be using it. Wait, that was two-handed. And... yeah, that'll do. That's brought down our encumbrance a lot. Oh, there's a new recipe I could be learning. Any books to sell or anything? I've got this one letter. Cool. 13,000 gold. Yes, indeed. And you've probably got stuff worth buying, and I'm unlikely to. Eh. Whatever. We move. I should learn how to make that soup. I have learned soup. Oh, I should also probably give Camellia this amulet. I can't give Camellia this amulet because she's wearing her alignment concealing extremely normal amulet. So, what does the amulet do? Whenever the wearer of this amulet uses a hex, the DC of the saving throw against it is increased. Well, the only other person we have who has hexes is Amber, and hers is healing. That is her only one, right? It won't be in spellbook because it's not technically a spell. Nope. Oh yeah, because we're... Yes, because we're not going hard witch on her. We were turning her into Dragon Disciple Ember. I forgot about that. I suppose she's got Curse of Vulnerability. That's a hex that needs a saving throw. You want a necklace. Can't... The hat... These two hats are for specific classes and won't do anything for these. And I just need one of my animals to level up enough to be able to use medium barding. Truly the dream. Okay, we move. I'm just going to quickly check my journal. So these are both the storyteller, who I'm told will not turn up again for a bit. Find the lost relics of the Crusaders. It would be wise to spend some time carefully exploring the right bank of the West Cell. And again, right is from where? For Ulbrich, go to Current Glen. For Darren, go to Heaven's Edge. Just talk to Seela. I can do that. Jeez. Is that coming through on mic? I don't think that's coming through on mic, but an incredibly loud plane. Visit nameless ruins. Find something that belonged to Terendelev. By house ordnance. Oh yeah, go help the Hell Knights. We just got a messenger from them, didn't we? On the bank of the Selen River. Is that the left or right bank? Let me know so I can, compare. Go to the heart of mystery. There was a puzzle. And a ghost told us to. Make it to Dresden. Find and kill Kaelasa, maybe, and go to Chili Creek. Okay. So, the thing we can do while we're here is talk to Seela. Where's Seela? Over here. Go herewards. It's pronounced Hereward. Seela and your horse. Seela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running toward Numeria. Looked like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl, I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Alan, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. But it looks like I was wrong about him, too. Seela looks at you closely, waiting for your answer. So, good. Don't lose your trust in people. Stick to your ideals. Lawful. Yeah, you've made a lot of mistakes, and maybe you should be more careful. Especially when it comes to people who've slipped up in the past, like that thief Curl, weirdly judgy. Evil, your ideals were mistaken from the start. People are weak and vicious creatures fit only to be controlled. Or, yeah. I feel like we've taken a lot of chaotic lately. We may as well go lawful. I am sticking dead center of that alignment wheel. Nobody will ever know what my deal is. But I've made mistakes in the past, too, and I've managed to find my way toward the right path. Why should I deny others the same chance? Seela stops. Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'll think about what you said. She sighs. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me to get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Janna and see if I can talk some sense into her. And find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Alan told me in the end. They really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. Oh god, gifted paladin syndrome. A servant of Iomedae should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. Ah, paladins. The story of the Ring and the League of the Inspiring Cut is unlikely to end here. Coming soon. The League of the Inspiring Cut will return. But right now, let's leave. Because I can do that. Oh yeah, Ulbrig is in permagriffin mode because I gave him multiple shapeshifting. So, I don't need to keep Seela around anymore. None of these have active quests. Who's got quests on the go? We've got Ulbrig, Darren, and Nenio. Right? Yes. So if I just make sure we've got those, so... And we should probably take somebody with a trickery score. Darren, why is your trickery score so awful? Do we get rid of Lan? Lan's my boy. Lan is made of murder. Get rid of Seela and let Ulbrig do the tanking in Griffin mode? I think that might be the way to go. Melia, you're up. Yes, and we've got the whole... Alright, so this is the Hell Knight place. Kill some zombies. Wait, I can... It's fine. These are just like level 1 zombie go smash. We can let this auto battle. Isn't it great when you can just let a game play itself? Oh, they're not just zombies. They're zombies and whites. The difference, of course, being that zombies crave brains while whites crave indigenous land. What are those debuffs you're stacking? Innovative attack. Innovative, that's not a word you hear very often. So, yeah, it's just basically draining their everything. We are running up to how many people we can auto-revive. Interesting. Maybe turn off auto-battle for now. Why are you running away? Yes, because for one thing, I should be actually using her spells. There you go, that's one problem solved. I mean, why are you running away is because zombies killed a bunch of them, is your short answer there. Oh yeah, wow, you can't do meaningful damage because of all these debuffs. Scorching Ray these as well, please. Scorching Ray them again, please. Fire support is important. Okay, so we did just manage to replenish everything. I really hope that innovative attack wears off after battle. Corpse and attached scouts Cape bearing the emblem of the Crusade was leading the undead squad. He battled on until he ran out of bolts and desperately tried to conceal his crossbow with his own body even when the soldiers were hacking off his limbs. Crossbow of Judgment. +2 heavy crossbow. With tighter crits, but better crits against chaos and evil. Interesting. I have people who use crossbows. Can either of them use heavy crossbows? You can. But that's a specialized oracle one. You want to keep that. That would be for Amber then. Oh, that's the nameless runes. Don't really want to go up against the level 4 demon army with our level 2 people army. Demons people too, I don't know why I suddenly decided that you're some kind of weird demons' rights movement. But there it is. Army is out of movement points for the day. Okay. What a strange sentence to walk in on. Which one? Demons' rights activists? Let's check out Moondance Mat. Oh. A unit of mercenaries serving August Worm has reached the troops with a chest full of gold coins and a message from Sir August to score more victories. Just win more. Got it. Thanks, Hog. What? Why was there a shield pointing off screen to Canabras? I'm confused. What? Why is this? Or is this pointing to the... No, this is pointing to Canabras. Or is it the cemetery? Either way, I don't know what it means. let's go to the Moondance Meadow and find Van Morrison and ask him to stop. Ulbrig, you're so large. But then, is that not Bigitha's whole thing? Speaking of which, you should be on a dinosaur. If you're not on a dinosaur right now, maybe you should look to that. I mean, I'm not your boss. Plagued Smilodons. Gross. Ulbrig, what if you just wrecked their entire day? I mean, that only wrecked part of their day. Oh, Nenio's got a crossbow as well. Yeah, I don't have the actions for it. Come on, Emma, you know how this works. Charge path, excellent. Okay, I guess I did wreck even less of their day. So, fair play, Ulbrig, I guess.
You've crossed the wrong Mongol.
Demon Plague? Jesus, now whose day is being wrecked?
I'll cut you wide open.
This could be an issue. Okay, thank you, Ulbrig. We better actually throw out some decent attacks. Acid arrow. That'll do, I guess.
Die!
36 damage. Clyde is getting his revenge. Speaking of Clyde, Darren, can you maybe do something about that? What? Why is Cure Moderate Wounds unavailable? I don't know. But anyway, you can serious wounds him. God, I love having ranged heals now.
You won't survive me.
Okay. That was a little scary. What did this guy have? Some cold iron. To the tune of Big Iron. An unidentified composite longbow? Keen +2? How does that measure up to the Wicked Force? Or Wicked Longbow, that's what it's called. All the same, except that instead of having the cursing, which is only when it confirms crits, it's got keen. What does keen do? Doubles threat range. I'm still not totally sure what that means. But hey, I feel like the curse never goes off. Maybe it'll give us a chance to find out what threat range means. And yeah, Nanio, can you use a heavy crossbow? You can. Enjoy the crossbow of judgment. Don't know why I said it like that. But we move. Oh, more loot. Random crap. Got it. Anything else over here? No. More loot here, though. Just a demon heart just sitting there. Totally normal and cool. Was that all that was in Moondance Meadow? Well, there's this weird lava fissure. Is that all? That whole area was just for... I guess you got some cold iron out of it? Oh, apparently we missed a loot pack up here. Oh, yeah. random crap. Okay, yeah, that seems a weird thing to have a whole area for. Can I not exit this way? Oh, it's down. Yep, that's where the button is. I don't know why I gave Nenio that cool crossbow, actually. He never uses a crossbow. Also, gender, Emma, she. I mean, I'm assuming when they say the right bank, they mean this bank. I'm assuming they mean it as viewed from Canabras. Let's link up that path at least. All our characters are fatigued. Darren is heavily encumbered. Oh, because fatigue reduces that. Fine. Guess we sleep now. Malia will camouflage us and it will work perfectly. Darren help with the rituals. And Nanio, work on that scroll of haste you were working on. And begin rest.
The genetic predisposition of an individual for magical abilities is not an overriding factor in the manifestation of said abilities in said individual. Hello? Have you all fallen asleep?
That is why we were camping, Nanio. Failed to weaken the impact of corruption. Oh no. I mean, Crest of Malander Lynn's the Fallen Knight. Oh yeah, quest, find the lost relic of the Crusaders. So, do we have to attack them with an army? Can we march in ourselves? We just auto-saved. Let's see what happens. We failed to sneak past the enemies. I was not attempting to. Mostly I want to kill the enemies, at which point they'll be much easier to sneak past. A succubus shear, a ferocious shear. I mean, I'm not that impressed by your nat 1. Summon a dog. Yeah, dog. Plan if you could shoot everyone, but mostly the succubus. Because I hate them. Yeah, Darren, if we pray. And they'll spell resist everything, but whatever. What resistances do we have going? Less to electricity than anything else. Switch from fire to shock, turn your sword on, and attack her.
Demand your blood.
Everybody with the nat 1s again! And Bigitha's dismounted again! Nat 1s all over the place. On both sides, so there's that at least, but... should I... I'm going to use one of my new wild shapes. I think it's Earth Elemental time. Also, what's Bit of Fun do again? Oh yeah, Mirror Image. I should have that on my hotbar, really. That feels more useful than the Divine Zap that I don't actively use. Or I could Leopard. Nah, Earth Elemental. What do you mean you attack of opportunity off that? Rude. Oh, they've got acid resistance as well, Emma. Come on, work it out. Summon dog acting very strangely there. Thanks, Lan. Thanks, Lan. God, God, Lan, how did you get to be such a badass? Raining down there in the dark. Like some kind of Dragon Ball Z character. And then it exploded. They have no good loot. Alright, well that certainly was a random encounter that we had. Bye. Alright, so that wasn't actually the enemy army. Oh, so we can't take them on with just our peeps. Interesting. So we'll need to level this one up. Interesting. Okay, let's kick off with some Ray Scorching. I don't like you having fire support. There you go, 39 of you died. Another 14 of you died. And there go all your ranged options. And we get another attack. Love it. Oh yeah, you can only cast spells so often, can't I? That's heroism off it, man. You're trying to flank, so don't. Right, who wants to finish them off? You? Excellent. Love that for us. I don't need to... I can... Computer, take it away. By which I mean take them away. By killing them. And I'm worried suddenly that I'm not being specific enough with the wording of they, but you're doing a fine job, computer. There we go. Thanks, Baroness Gaunther. The traitors who defected to the enemy's site at Canabras are dead. Neurosian expresses its deepest gratitude to the commander. 100 monies. Love it. And we can level up. Give us all more armor, give us all more damage. Can have more units, or more power for her spells. More units sounds good. How do I recruit more units? I can't remember. No. Oh, that's why I was getting another thing. Because there was another army there. That could have been more clear. Yes, we've got some shield bearers. Those are the mercenaries Horgus sent. They should be reinforcing our other army. Well, time for us all to regroup. Are they going to make it today? I think yes. Aha! And put them on the front line in front of our archers. This is still only reading a strength 2. But I mean, we do have the general throwing fireballs. And that's down from a red 4 to an orange 4, so that's probably good. Meanwhile, in actual adventurer land. No, I don't want to go back to camp. Now, what happens if we run into a demon fortification? with our people? Can we get past it? Let's find out. The enemy fort blocks the way, also we're starting to get tired. Boom. Okay, so yeah, I see the system we have to do here. Also, we need to sleep. Begin rest.
Smells good. What is it?
Me.
I accidentally threw a moldy log on the fire.
That's what they call me. Stop failing at the rituals. There's so much corruption. You want abyssal corruption? Because this is how you get abyssal corruption. I think it's time for us to go and try and take this level 3 army. If I can get there in time. And I can. Oh, elementals. That's exciting. Right, so... What? So is water weak to fire, I'm guessing? I assume? I mean, it says energy cold, and the opposite of cold is hot, right? Yep, that works. The fact that there are so few of them really worries me, because it feels like they're going to hit like a train if they actually make it here. Air elementals have so much defense. Oh, they have an ability. That's exciting. Ah! They flanked. Only because it wasn't hard. Baroness. Thank you, Baroness. Water elemental down. And these are just going to be absolute damage sponges because they're earth elementals. So what does this do? Plus 4 AC, minus 4 attack, and minus 20% damage. Right, so it is just for shield walling. I mean, yeah, it's fighting defensively. That is what it is. One down. Just they have more health than God. And this is based on 3rd edition D&D, so you know they've got a stat block for God. What if your players want to fight Jehovah? Are you going to stop them? Well, that went well. After pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of a cultist sorcerer in the middle of a broken summoning circle. Despite his apparently outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits it brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenching the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. The tyranny of mind can be safely wielded only by non-good characters. When you hit with it... Excuse me? When you hit with it, the enemy has to pass a will saving throw or get dominated for a round. Jesus! If a good character wields this weapon, they become permanently confused even after they unequip it. Wow. Amazing. Do I have anyone who isn't good who could do with a flail? You're good. You're not a hand-to-hand fighter. Neither are you. And you can't use a flail. Oh, it's a heavy flail as well. Well, I'll keep that for later. How do we get this up to combat strength more than 2? Or do we just go and fight the level 4s anyway? Is there a way to recruit? I don't know. I'm probably missing some things. Stats by resources. Okay, what do we do with finance and materials points? I'm so confused. There's whole bits of this that have probably been explained perfectly well, but streamer brain. Also, we seem to be at the Nameless Ruins, so sure, why don't we do these? Nanio, it's your lucky day, if you believed in luck, which of course you don't. Because you are far too busy being a performative straw man intellectual. Bigitha, get on your large horse. My favourite Willie Nelson song. And here we have ghouls. Ha, again with the natural ones. A death from above? I love that he can do that. Just deep strike everyone. Interesting that I still call it that. I haven't played 40k in a very long time. Bigitha is a real intellectual. Exactly. Yeah, true intellectuals study dinosaurs with the goal of one day becoming them. That's how it works.
Go for their hearts!
I will see to your demise.
Not with rolls like that, you won't.
You should have listened to reason.
And you should have hit. Oh, you've got damage. When you actually hit. 20 damage with that one bite? Oh no. That's a lot. That's almost all of Ulbrig's XP. HP, even.
You've crossed the wrong monk.
I mean, can we Griffin aspect while we are Griffin? Now we are double Griffin. Griffin all over the world. Okay, that's the Stalker that's about to have a turn, so if we can kill it first, that'd be great. And we can. Bigitha, maybe throw a heal on Ulbrig. It's only a little one, but it'll do something. And Clyde still has his action, so actually wade in an attack. Camellia, also with the wading and the stabbing. Darren, you're so far away. If you go to there, can you reach Ulbrig? Just. His left foot was in range.
Mind over muscle.
That totally counts. Stop shooting Ulbrig so much. This is just because I said he was tanking, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no. That's bad. And now they're going for land because they know where the real danger is.
You won't survive me.
Let's hear you cry! The spirits demand your blood.
Get back up. Did I say you could go? I did not. Nanio, what big spells do you have? Why isn't Fireball on your hotbar? It really should be. Dismiss spell doesn't need to be hotbar. That's situational. Oh, Fireball there as well. I forgot about that. So... Nice. Good work, Nans. Mind if I call you Nans? shooting at a griffin while he's down? I mean, honestly.
Endure this.
Run them through.
Okay, that worked.
Out of my way.
Engage there.
You are today's sacrifice.
I know I'm using so many casts of Cure Serious Wounds, but on the other hand, I have a bunch of serious wounds to cure. Magic Missile, this guy. Nice, nice. That's damage. Why do you have so many attacks? Have fewer attacks. Ulbrig is going to get up. He's not done yet. And, oh, because we got him before he went to -10, he's not actually got the death debuff. Plus, it turned off Griffin Aspect before he used all his minutes of it. Ah, come on, so close.
Go for their hearts.
Melia! Melly Mel. Ghoul's a negative energy, right? Yes. Oh, actually, Splash Heal would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yes, yes, it would. Thanks, Emma. And Acid Arrow. Your spell slots will go a lot further if you don't keep missing, Nenio. Cool. Camellia called Ghoul Fever.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Junghoul Fever, am I right? Oh, Hydrate and Stretch, I totally didn't notice that. I was busy watching my large griffin man nearly die. And they don't even have the decency to drop anything good. Right. How am I for potions? Really not great. I should buy more healing potions. Why can't I change any of his equipment? We're not in combat. Oh, is it because he's in Griffin mode? That makes sense, I suppose.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Now, does channeling use one of his spell slot things? No, because he's got 7 left, so... Why is that? Wait, that's... Oh. That is the one charge of Cure Moderate Wounds that he got at some point because I don't know how touch spells work. Oh, cool, it went away. Problem solved. And you got Ghoul Fever, so you know what? I have a wand of Remove Disease. It'd be nice to use it. Use. Yes, no? Is Ghoul Fever not a disease? Sure sounds like a disease.
Open your heart to me.
Really? Or is it because she used it? Do I need to get somebody else, put it in their inventory and have them use it on her? Experimentation. Give it to a divine caster who actually knows what they're doing.
All this waiting bores me.
Okay, right, that worked. I just wasted a charge the first time by not understanding how things work, which is a recurring theme. We'll go in the cave in a minute. Oh, actually, is there too much stuff out here? Which is the... fine, we'll go the way that doesn't involve us going into a cave just yet.
Pay attention.
Hello. Hello, gargoyles. I probably could have seen you coming. Also, I'm pretty sure I was warned about you. Also, one of you is dead. And now, on that note, here's Lan.
You won't survive me.
Thanks, Lan. Jesus God! That was a 48 damage crit. That's a lot. Engraved bracelet. Oh, that's just vendor trash. Okay. Money alternatives. And here's a bear. Or 2 bears. Yep, there's another bear. These bears have the plague. Don't like this plague, bears. Nonsense. Let's drop rocks on them. That did 1 damage to each of them. I'm frankly ashamed. See, Clyde just did 14 times as much damage. Turn your sword on.
I'll cut you wide open.
Are these undead? These are undead, so they're negative energy. Excellent. Love that for us. Excellent. Love that amount of damage. Also love this amount of damage, Lamb. Lamb, why must you disappoint me like this? I was just in the middle of praising you to people. So disappointed. Probably should have used a less cantripy spell. Demon Plague? Stop it with the giving me diseases. I do not want your diseases. Camellia doesn't want your diseases. Why are you just doing it to her?
Let's hear you cry. The spirits demand your blood.
Still a very normal thing to say. And now Ulbrich has the plague. Sure, I'm glad I picked up this wand. That's the only spell that you need. If you can't solve a problem with Magritium Turinos,
Every strike count.
then I don't even want to know. Thanks, Lan. Time for some diseases curing. I was about to say some diseasing. No, kind of the opposite of that. Be less full of plague. Great. Wait, no, all of us together. Maintain formation. Steal things.
I hope you appreciate this.
I don't need a shuriken. I go that way. More gargoyles.
Over there.
Or a trap. Melia,
I am helpful, am I not?
you sure are. And hey, You know what else would be helpful? Taking a short break so Twitch doesn't shout at me about capitalism. Perfect segue, I know. I'm so good at this. So yeah, I need to run some ads briefly. And also to just get up and, you know, move around, have some water, all of those things. You also do the good self-care things too. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack. Take your meds if you need to. This is your reminder. Go and say hi to a human. Or a non-human. I don't know. Just have a conversation with someone or something. And yeah, let the ads run if you can. And I will be back with you in a few minutes when we will go through this no longer trapped archway. Alright. Love you all. See you in a few. And I'm back. Hello again, everyone. Let's go through this archway as advertised. Here is a puzzle, I'm guessing.
Move out.
I shouldn't stand in the middle of this while I'm doing it. Really hope that wasn't a bad idea. That looks conspicuously like a hidden doorway. Ghoul corpses, it's as if they simply lay down and died of their own accord. Great! So what you're saying is, we're walking into a bad idea. Oh hey, stranger's back. No, don't you walk away from me. The absence of an answer is still an answer too. And you are the answer. But what is the question? In the words of Scooter. Aha! I see a thing. So, if I just turn on... Walking into a bad idea is the entirety of TTRPGs. I mean, yeah. What's your story without drama? So, wait, it was... Which way is this oriented? Guessing this way?
Head on.
Did that do it? No? There's more strangers and statues of strangers. I am the answer. What is the question? What is the question, even? What is a question, anyway? We just don't know. An elf woman in a frayed robe turns her head to you and stares at you through the slits of her simple white mask. Then she holds out her hand and touches the ancient statue. The absence of an answer is an answer too. And then they went away. Hey, wait. Where are you going? Spontaneous dematerialization is unscientific. Nenio touches the statue and suddenly freezes. Following her example, you put your hand on the statue. Too dumb to live, and the world around you ceases to exist. You are a lone grain of sand floating in the emptiness of the unknown. Your path has no beginning, no end. You are tiny and insignificant in comparison with the cosmos that surrounds you. Then something changes. The emptiness takes notice of you. It stares at you, measures, and assesses you. Then a question comes as simple and deep as the emptiness itself. Who are you? Who are you? The emptiness does not engage. The question was asked, and it will be answered. Hi, I'm Bigitha. The name you uttered that seemed so powerful and proud, and a really good joke, rings through the emptiness. Then the silence comes, bleak and oppressive. The emptiness still awaits your answer. I am... You want to say your name, but what is it? Just a set of sounds used to associate with yourself. You are Bigitha Lordlet here. Who decided this is who you are? Your parents? Yourself? Someone else? A name's just a label you take voluntarily. What happens if you tear this label off? What hides behind the name Bigitha Lordlet here? What autistic wrote this monologue? Autism, existentialism, it's the same picture. Behold the truth. Open yourself to knowledge. Reveal yourself. And then I teleported.
Nenio! You hear me? You voice from nowhere or whatever you are?
Where Nenio used to be, you now see an unfamiliar kitsune curled up tight on the ground. Nenio? I mean, it says it's you under the portrait.
I am Nenio, the greatest scientist of the modern age, and you are my loyal follower. Why are you asking me such a pointless question?
Because Fox?
It appears your observation is correct. I am a kitsune.
I like that the voice actors pronounce it right.
If my hypothesis is correct, and the probability of that is close to 100%, I have always been a kitsune, but at some point I decided to forget that piece of knowledge.
Relatable
Following this line of reasoning, it
TBH.
seemed the fact of my membership of a certain race just doesn't seem relevant to me.
Yeah. That this all tracks.
Also, there is a more important question. Why did my true identity reveal itself in this precise moment?
She casts a pensive look at the ancient statue towering over you. Probably something to do with that. What autistic wrote this whole section? Let's be real, what autistic wrote Nenio? She is among the most autistic characters I've seen in games ever. I want to say, how could you forget you were a kitsune? Because we've already established that the thing she's very good at is just discarding irrelevant information. Yes, I'm a kitsune, but society is a construct. Yeah, what was that? I was in the darkness, and there was a voice asking me questions and demanding that I engage.
I suppose it was a trap that yanked our minds out of our plane and temporarily transferred us to another one. I wish I knew which plane.
Love getting yanked out of a plane.
By the way, did you know that the most efficient way to disarm a corridor's worth of magical traps is with the help of a scientist who has been told that the formula for an elixir of the ancient races lies hidden at the end of said booby-trapped corridor?
I mean, are you suggesting, what, just getting the scientists to run down it? Or getting them to engineer a solution? Because the first option will probably disarm the first couple of traps, but they're not going to get past that.
And my last doubt is dispelled. It truly is her.
So, whose voice do you think that was?
I haven't the slightest idea. But it is most definitely an extremely wise entity. Besides,
Why?
the entity displayed no aggressive tendencies, which gives us hope that it can be reasoned with.
So, what about that, huh?
The voice in the emptiness asked me, and judging by your reaction, you too, who I am. And merely stating my name failed to satisfy it. The trap then forced me to assume my
I don't
true form,
think
which
it's
I had
Felicia
completely
Day.
forgotten about.
But then I didn't recognize Felicia Day when she was in Stray Gods, so...
I suppose this trap wasn't a trap per se. It rather was a closed portal leading to some hidden place that can easily unveil secrets and reveal the truth. The one who spoke to us seemed to solve me like a riddle, in an instant, just by looking at me. I would like to meet this entity. Can you imagine which secrets it can unravel? I want to speak to it, and you, my follower, must help me.
So, a stranger is capable of uncovering all your secrets with a single glance? I wouldn't wish to meet such a person. I wouldn't appreciate such a blatant invasion of my privacy.
Because you are a completely normal person with nothing nothing specific to hide.
But how can you get there? If there is a door, there must be a way to open it. If there's a lock, there must be a key to it. There is an inscription here, right on the statue.
Right on the statue.
I am the void and the emptiness. I am the starting point. I am infinite. tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. I don't understand this at all. How thrilling!
If this is going to open us a new mythic path, it's absolutely going to be the one we go for, isn't it? Sounds like a riddle.
It does. It really does. I love riddles and puzzles.
Any idea on how we solve it?
Each of them is inscribed with a riddle, and each demands that something be placed at its feet. I guess we need some items that represent the answers to these riddles.
Okay.
But don't ask me where we should look for them.
Maybe we should ask one of these wildly unhelpful people around here.
I don't think they can help us. Looks like all they can do is mumble their mantra about questions and answers.
I mean, that sounds like all they will do. Why do you think this unknown entity would want us to bother it?
I'm not sure at all. But we must try. We simply must. Getting there and talking with this entity will be the greatest of my experiments. No exaggeration.
Cool. Looks like there's nothing more we can do here.
With deepest regret, I have to admit that you are right. It's highly unlikely that we'll be able to solve this riddle right here and now. We'll have to temporarily withdraw so we can return when we're armed and ready.
I mean, I'm very armed. It's doubtful that the answer to these riddles can be found anywhere near the Nameless Ruins. Aww. Land looks utterly unremarkable apart from its inexplicable presence here among the ruins and woodland. Yeah, I didn't really think of that. I'm the void and the emptiness. I'm the starting point. I'm infinite. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. So, the mask of the infinite. I am the impetus to act. I am a reason for torture and a cause for insomnia. So, coffee. Also coffee. I am the unknown. I scare cowards but reveal my secrets to the brave. Danger coffee. And the end of the road, I am superiority. I am loneliness. Extremely expensive coffee. Got it. I've solved the riddles. Take that, Nenio. The ruins are so ancient that it seems impossible to tell which civilization was responsible for their construction. Oh, there's something to pick up here. Stuff. Oh, I thought that was lined up that I thought it was we could interact with the arm of this statue, but no, it's just somebody standing behind it.
Onwards.
Because, yeah, that is definitely just those two active. Also, Bigitha, you have dismounted again. Sort that out. And everybody should be going. Yeah. I mean, I guess if I do it this way, I'm looking at it from the perspective, from the same direction as it is on the thing. I mean, I could just try every corner. Assuming, of course, that the effect will be immediately noticeable. And it is not. Well, I tried. But maybe there's something in that cave I didn't go into. There's a locked chest here. Oh no, we already unlocked it. Here's where we exploded some gargoyles. Remember, good times. Cave. Oh no, it's not actually a cave, that's just a sign that says beware. Latin puns!
Pay attention. Over there.
Never paid attention in my life.
None shall escape.
Okay. And there's a ghoul huntmaster back here as well. Not great. Not great.
Precision and grace.
Okay, I thought you were going to say precision and then completely miss.
You've crossed the wrong
God, even with land damage, that's just... It's got many hit points. Get acid.
Mind over muscle.
Luckily, it's got so many hit points, but we have so many damage. Okay, you should disarm this trap.
I am helpful, am I not?
And like you said, precision and grass and... That's what... Precision and ass is just a hot range build. Yeah, but also, what's why I have an ADHD diagnosis? I mean, the fact that I've immediately forgotten what you might be referring to, you know, also seems like it.
Run them through.
Oh, I have never paid attention in my life. Yeah, that's fair. Nenio really needs some heals. Another day, another victory for Magritium Turinus.
You won't survive me.
You're irrelevant.
Death from above, dodge the trap. I don't know where you're death from aboving from, given that we're in a cave, but hey. You do you, Albrecht. You do you.
This condition is irrational.
Really? What's less rational than... Or what's more rational than death? There's a lot of aboves in caves, I guess. Although my brain was reading that now as a lot of aboves in caves. Nenio needs more heals.
Endure this.
And death. Combat is finished. And more importantly, so are they.
I wonder.
You need to disarm this trap.
I hope you appreciate this.
I like how there's a 19 DC will save to even look upon this.
Done.
And we did it. Scattered remains are sickening to look upon. Ghouls clearly ate their fill. Fortunately, they were not interested in the jewelry left on the bodies. Ring of Protection +2. Love to see it. Especially when, you know, you can see it past the lack of will save. Nenio, it sure would be great if you had any armor class at all. And there's a chest with a soup recipe and a hat and a cloak. Brilliant. Headband of vast intelligence. Midnight soup, cloak of cleansing. These are all good things. I mean, I don't know how good the soup is. I would have to do some experimenting with that. I swear we got rid of the severed head. I thought we got rid of the severed head. Did we not get rid of the severed head? Or is there a new severed head? Which is worse? Great. Oh, that is genuinely unnerving. This headband of vast intelligence. I mean, yeah, that's got to be Nenio, right? That's her main stat. All these other people with their 0 intelligence mod and -4, and I guess Bigitha's got a +3. Not that I use my intelligence for anything. Well, knowledge checks, I suppose. Anyway, my point is, Nenio, here, take this, be even more annoying. Plus, it looks adorable. Or I got rid of the severed head and it made its way back like that Goosebumps book with the marionette. Yep, that was kind of my thinking. Cloak of Cleansing, it's resistance +2 and +2 on saving throws against compulsion and disease. Well, that's better than your just straight +2. Main character gets first dibs on all the clothes. And Nenio, like I say, it would be great if you had any armor class. Although, wait, no, that's saving throws. Well, those are good too. I mean, it looks terrible, what with your tail and your outfit, but hey. And there's another chest. Pick the locker. Camellia. Don't know why I said it like that. A whimsical berry. Don't need this random pickaxe. Is that all that was in this cave? That seems to be all that was in this cave. Unless, can I get through here? Sure can. That would be an amazing RPG item, just a severed head you can never get rid of. Well, like, that does seem to be the deal here. Oh, look, they're all clustered together. Love it. Be a great horror moment, absolutely. Like I say, that does seem to be what's happened here, is because it did just appear in my bag, and it's like, this was clearly magically decapitated, and you've never seen this person in your life. Where did this come from? Which, yeah, is honestly kind of genius. Cool, you're dead. Outbreak can't death from above on a ambush round? Boo. Well, at least get in there for tanking. Tanking, whatever that means. Do you have, like, some healing on you? You've got a couple of casts of here. That'll do. I swear we used, like, all of his spell slots. Maybe he had more channels than I thought. Anyway. Splash heal, always good. Clyde, do you have a charge path on these? Yes, you do. Just the gnome with the sword riding a triceratops charging under the wing of a griffin. That's a badass moment, and you can't tell me otherwise. Also, Nenio, fireball again, please. It's nice doing some damage, isn't it? God, I love that 20 AC. Good attack of opportunity, thanks Ulbrich. Good attack of opportunity, thanks Clyde. And death. Ah. This is suggesting that we should also have the outer circle on. And why are some of the things kind of... There's a little bit of shading on them. Loot these things. They have nothing of any interest. Likewise. I do love that bit in RPGs where you obliterate somebody so much, but they also drop loot, so it just gets left behind in a little bag. Okay, so let's go back to that seal and turn the outside ring on, and also try the corners. Oh, and this suggests the inner ring should also be on. I missed that one.
Can't hide from me.
Thanks, Lan. I just noticed it myself. Yes, I know this is a different thing. Whatever. So, turn the inside ring on. Turn the outside ring on. And now we cycle the corners. Ha ha ha! I can solve your fairly simple puzzles. For a minute, I thought that was just rubble. That would honestly be hilarious if you went through all this effort to open this door and it opened and it was just like, no, this caved in 40 years ago. Get wrecked. But no, instead we have another cool hat. One of the three genders, as we all know. A phylactery of positive channeling. Why do we have a phylactery? If the wearer of this headband has channel positive energy, then the damage or healing it does is increased by 2d6. But also it's a phylactery. Well, I mean, both of those things sound like they'd appeal to Darren. Plus, look at him in his hat. Phylacteries are just souvenirs. That's a take. Okay, so they reckon we can't do the Nameless Ruins puzzles now, so I think we should just go. For all my phylactery needs. I mean, if anybody here was likely to just become a lich for giggles, it'd be Darren.
Lead, you follow.
So, at least it's gone to the right person. Okay, they're still quest tagged, but it's with a quest that it's literally told me, nah, you can't do this yet. Doubtful that the answers can be found anywhere nearby. Yeah, they're out of movements. Ran into somebody on the road. Your animal companions can wear equipment, and we've not fully modelled it because we hate fun. We thought, no, that would be just too delightful. Players can't be trusted with that.
Did we step on their toes
Yes, you
as
can make
well?
your horse wear a cloak, but we won't actually show you your horse wearing a cloak. What did you do to make you think you deserved that? Don't stab Lan! Oh, and they've got the protective slime, haven't they?
You are today's
Against
sacrifice.
natural attacks. Natural weapons, that's the word.
I'll remove this obstacle.
You didn't remove the obstacle, Nenio.
I'll make short work of this.
You did make short work of that, Darren, so credit where it's due, I suppose.
You won't survive me.
It did survive you, Lan. Everybody's taunts are so inaccurate sometimes. Legend. And steal their stuff. A note written in neat handwriting. Come to my camp if you want to talk. I have much to share with you. A friend. Not a trap at all. Drawn on the back of the note is a map with cross lines marking a spot. New location discovered. Inconspicuous camp. When I was younger, my parents sent me to Camp Inconspicuous in the summer. Yeah, it was a note from Biz Marquis. It's a very bad joke, Emma. It's a very slow run, Darren. I am really liking her design now that she's boxed up, but that shouldn't, I suppose, be surprising. I'm taking it I probably shouldn't go into the corrupted areas until we have uncorrupted them somehow. No, I don't want to go back to camp. Stop telling me to go back to camp, Mum. All my characters are fatigued. We should have gone back to camp. Let's go back to camp. Some chests are locked, some are trapped, some are a crime.
Move out.
Clyde, you should really keep up. Well, sir, would you like to buy a lot of crap? Because you're gonna. Yeah, nothing else there I want to sell just now. I mean, it was only 113 gold's worth of crap, but that's mostly because it was very crap. Come on, just time. Toot. Gonna get some sleeps. And Nevia's in my room, because she always is. Does anyone know how to brew potions? Not even Nanio? Huh. Well, cool. Guess we're making more stickfish, and Nanio leads the charge on scroll scribing. I mean, Fireball's doing wonders.
The world must be cleansed.
A normal person thing to say.
Starting with my immediate vicinity.
Excuse me? Camellia? What? Unless that's just literally you're about to go and, like, clean your quarters or have a bath. Yeah. I'm just gonna go and check on Camellia. Because that was sure a thing she just said. This severed head does not bring me does not spark joy. Exactly. Please, no. She really looks like the severed head would spark joy. Nope, cool. Nothing new to say. And she doesn't like talking to people. Who's this mysterious elf again? What the hell do you want from me? Dimension door away. Did Hylor say who was elf? Didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that had joined the army. This isn't how he sounded last time. She thought I might know the elf she was looking for from my mercenary contacts. I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared his name. Again, this blatant spy, and everybody's just like, cool, whatever, bye. Alright, we out. But I'm watching you, Camellia. Don't think I'm not. Anybody we want to rotate in? I want to keep an eye on Camellia. Ulbrigger's doing great damage. Oh, I think this team works for now. But now you can go and do some crusading. Think it's time for us to try and fight some of these level 4 demons and see what happens. Maybe we die? In which case, we die. Just got a bunch of big flies. They're just flies. What are they gonna... That was the wrong button. Oh, I turned on auto attack by accident because I tried to move the camera and pressed A. Oops. See, there's half of the flies. What are they going to do? Give me trypanosomiasis? Disclaimer. Can actually die from trypanosomiasis. One fly. Okay, now the other fly, please. There you go. Way to hold aggro. Also, now my commander can spell again. Really had to leave one. Oh yeah, and archers can't shoot while there's somebody adjacent to them, can they? Could have moved away and shot, I guess. But hey. There goes that one. Shockingly, the shield-focused units have terrible attack. Who knew? Scorching Ray. Yeah. Could be bad, could be worse. Yeah, let's focus on killing these ones to get the pressure off those archers. I mean, the archers got pressure off themselves, I guess. It does help to have a giant who can just be hurling fireballs into the battlefield. Especially when, you know, fireball is an area of effect weapon and this isn't, so no friendly fire. Anyway, I'm examining that line too much. Shut up, Emma. Think we're probably good, she says, cursing herself. I think we were probably good until I said we were probably good. Oh, wait, they're stacking debuffs. Infection? Oh yeah, they're just having their HP drained and reduced dexterity as well. That's not great. Well, it'll wear off. And we've still not gone past our infirmary space. Hey, see? Level 4 nothing. Problem solved. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem recognized by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight Melander Linz. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of text on that thing. Also, a breastplate +2. I don't have Sealer with me. And let's just try and remember that this breastplate +2 exists. Hydrate and stretch, thank you, yes. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's look at this thing we just put a lot of effort into getting. Melander Linz was one of the most notable and controversial figures of the Third Crusade. The debate still rages whether his valiant feats of strength and his willingness to make sacrifices in the name of the Crusade balance out the unholy crime that was exposed after a purge by the Inquisition. Heard that sound in my bones. Yeah, look. It was revealed that Melander Linz had been practicing the forbidden dark arts of magic, turning this knowledge against the demons. Shortly after the discovery, Linz decided to let the debate about his dubious methods rage on without him, and secretly left Canabris in the dead of night alongside a group of like-minded deserters. Thereafter, they waged their own war against demons, tracking down and destroying small enemy groups, but ultimately all the members of Melander Linz's squad fell in battle. Scouts discovered evidence that with each passing year, Linz had been descending ever deeper into his private abyss of the dark arts. He would have sacrificed everything for victory, but the question still remains whether he was a hero or a traitor. I mean, it doesn't sound like he did any actual treachery. Okay, what do I do with it? Okay, no, that's just got rid of the quest. It was just, we got a bunch of XP. Fine, fine. Alright, I guess we had to take out the other demon army. But we are out of movement points for the day. So back to the protagonists. Let's head up towards Chili Creek and this carcass. Where was the inconspicuous camp? Oh, it's further up there. Free stuff. We've made it to Chili Creek. I can't even remember who wanted us to go here. Was it Lan? I think it was Lan. No? Oh no, it's Heart of Mystery, Drazen, Thalassa. Aha! Consumed by the war against the demons, Crusaders can sometimes forget that life goes on outside the crusade. Take Journa, for instance. Oh, yes, Cleric of Erastil, who was like, well, I'm making weapons because there's not much else I can do to actually advance the war effort, but come find me in my little fishing village when I come home. Something about the fact that this has its own side quest suggests that it may not, in fact, have gone great. Small doll made of grass is tied to a tree with a dark blue ribbon. Well, that's cursed. Hi, Journa. Journa walks thoughtfully around the grove. He pauses in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. At the sound of your footsteps, he turns around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives way to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. Don't know what his voice is now. You looked startled by my arrival, and it might just be because I'm riding a Triceratops. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, and now I've gone into the voice that I use for Lan. Okay, have a good meeting, see you if you're back before I'm done, and if not, see you at some point, I'm sure. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it wasn't located near a trade route. There were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and the animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live. But truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Why were you looking at the trees? Who does that? See for yourself. He points to one of the branches, and among the leaves you notice a small doll made of grass and seaweed tied with blue ribbon. Yeah, we saw that already. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. How is village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decides to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. The church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they'll accept me as one of their own. Weird missionary logic, but okay. So quiet here, and not in a war. I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. The priest places a hand on his heart. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What do the locals think of dear Bogard? They're indifferent. They're pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when locals kick them out of the village right into the nearest ditch. The priest laughs. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith, you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them about old Deadeye and his teachings. I mean, that sounds reasonable at least. Anyway, tour. Of course, let's go. You'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe you'll even manage to get some peace and quiet, a temporary respite from the hardships of war. Bye. Why are you standing behind us? This isn't how tour guiding works. Yes, it's how we do tours is we remain in tight formation behind you.
Head on!
Anything down here? Can I get across the river? No. I mean, it's a large river. I know this from the Crusade map. Are you sure there's a village here, Jonah? So I'm not seeing a village. What a beast! We've got you now. Watch out for those huge teeth. Don't let them catch you. Aim for her throat and belly. Fewer scales there. Don't be afraid, everyone. We fought once bigger than this. Well, when you... Question. When you fought once bigger than this, did you win?
Endure.
Lan. That'll teach you to mess with us. A man with green eyes, the broad shoulders of a swimmer, and the calloused hands of a fisherman shakes his fist. Shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got them all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let 'em come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman, smiles at you. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. What's it matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. I mean, they clearly could hurt you. Didn't they just kill 2 of you? Markil, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Bigitha Lordshot here, the commander of the Crusade. She's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. And again, we always have the option for just spontaneous murder. No. Yeah, that was a very weak Hydra. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course she does. She's the commander of the Crusade. She probably could have told you all that with her eyes shut. Melissa smiles at you. It's all thanks to her mother, Icy Rill. Takes care of her children, won't let anyone hurt them. She fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. Oh, it's a cult village. Got it. That's right. And if she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll waken them so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Ooh, who's Icy Rill? She's right here. Markil nods towards the river. Do you think this was the Selon? Nah, it'd take you half a day's rowing before you reach that river. It's big, to be sure, and very important. The Selon flows through at least a dozen countries. Where would the great Selon be if it wasn't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks such as our dear Icy Rill? The people of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. The priest's observation is matter of fact, but you notice his voice sounds a bit strange. Yeah, less cult, more just indigenous gods, and you're just like, but it rusts still. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river. From the wedding wreath we send down its stream to the funeral boat that floats away on the waters when the time comes. Our mother Icy Rill feeds us, gives us water, protects us. With a kind smile, Marco casts a sidelong glance at the frowning priest. Gods are far away. Our Icy Rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. You two related? Right you are. Markil ruffles Melissa's hair. She laughs and tweaks his nose. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny, may her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa's just the same. She's always up to something. And you took after our grandpa, may the river's silt be his feather bed. You're as brave as he was and just as stubborn. She's turning more Batman every time she has lines. You two look very confident in the whole Hydra fight thing. You all in charge? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon, so if some nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be the ones following orders. We're not an army, and there are no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve the icy rill together. Although, truth be told, it's only been in the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, villagers kept to themselves. No one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels. After money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of things we'd only ever heard about before. The year before last we had a fair, and people came all the way from Ganabris to attend. Then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those before in these parts. Now, who'd have thought the commander of the Crusaders decided to pay us a visit? Cool, what's with the grass dolls? They're very creepy. A shadow passes over Markel's face and he looks away. Cool, creepiness maintained. There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. It's just a ritual, Melissa adds in a low voice. No one seems willing to share any further details with you. Is it a ritual where you sacrifice a child or something? How's life in the village with Priest? Not much has changed. Markel shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad. He does some healing, never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learned to fish in his spare time. He also knows a lot of songs. When he sings, it makes you want to sit and listen. Melissa smiles archly at the priest, and he blushes. What about all the demons nearby, though? Are they ever an issue? No, we've never seen any. Our mother icy rill keeps us safe. Should never let such abominations get near us. Okay, bye. Back to the front. Melissa shakes her head sadly. I can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and a swift victory. Cool. We done?
I'm curious.
Random villagers, Can I loot this Hydra? Ha! You don't need all these eyes. Yes, I am a very large fish indeed, it's true. Thank you for noticing. We are here to steal all your stuff.
I am helpful, am I not?
Oppressor's gloves? Let's reify some repressive power structures. +2 persuasion to intimidate. And whenever you confirm a crit, the enemy is weaker against mind-affecting conditions. Camellia, these seem like evil gloves. Enjoy them. Oh no, sorry, undetectable gloves. Can I open this box? Yes, I can. Nothing particularly interesting. I'm very curious as to what else there's going to be here. Because the fact that there was a whole side quest to tell me to come here, and then we just fought a Hydra that was very weak, and then had a nice conversation. Like, my it's too quiet alarm bells are going. I mean, I'm still going to steal from these people. Protection from good, slightly questionable. Here's a garden. See, these people grow pumpkins. What clearer evidence of their guilt? No, I don't know what I mean. Do you two have anything else to say? Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. Please, stay here for as long as you'd like. We had all of these things. Yeah, we had that discussion. Okay, well, we will continue our investigation into this eerily unremarkable village in a few minutes. I need to do the capitalism thing, run some ads. And, hey, while I'm doing that, you all should practice some self-care. You know, just practice. You'll be good at it one day. Have a drink, have a snack, Get up, move around. Take your meds if you still need to. This is a reminder. And, yeah. Go and give somebody a hug, I guess. If they're up for it, and if not, then don't. Give something a hug. Hugging anything is good for you. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and go away. If you can let the ads run, that'd be great. And I will be back in a few minutes. Love you all. See you in a few. And I'm back. Hello, everyone. So yes, we're investigating the suspiciously bucolic hamlet of Chili Creek. Jonah, opinions? Yeah, so only one of these things is new. When Crusaders are near the world wound, they often experience nightmares. Have any trouble with that? No troubles with the nightmares here. The village's located on the outskirts of the world wound, so perhaps that's why. Maybe. Rast will help you. That's a weird way to send somebody off with just a God help you. But hey. Godspeed salad. Veil of positive energy. Neat. I can't really criticize how to end a conversation, given that I was immediately following it by just going and robbing you all. Also, I should learn that salad recipe. I don't know why I had to full-scale steal the salad recipe in order to just copy it. I should have just read it. God, we've picked up so many spoons. I am seriously waiting for the other shoe to drop. But first I'm going to steal all that food. What are they talking about? Demons? Yeah. Lots of fish just on the floor around here. That normal? Floor full of fish? Got a pike the size of a crocodile? Sure you did. Golden trinket. Thought it was some keys. Okay, but there was more we could see, beyond the gate. There has to be more here, right? Also, nobody's commented on the fact that one of my friends is a literal griffin. What do you mean nature law check succeeded? For what? What, just being out in the rain takes a scare? Low, dire wolves. Yes, do. What she said. Oh wait, why isn't Bigitha mounted? Why does she keep getting off the dinosaur? Why did I pronounce it dinosaur? So many questions. I love that Darren's oracular curse is he can see the future, but just before it happens and not in a useful way, a way that's actually any use to do anything. It's just very, I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Go for their hearts.
Get on the dinosaur. Thank you. Oh, but now neither of them can attack. Oh, yeah. Sure, I don't know. Very dead.
You've crossed the wrong.
Speaking of very dead, here's Lan. Those didn't belong to anybody in the village, did they? Well, guess we were never here. Corrupted animal meat. Gross. Skinning succeeded. Cool. Killed some wolves, skinned some wolves, got some wolf skins. That's how it works. There are more wolves. Oh, we found the alpha. Well, shoot the alpha.
Survive me.
Roll some natural ones because you're so intimidated by the alpha. Dive bomb the alpha. Woo! Attack of opportunity them so hard they explode. Always catches me.
I will see to your demise.
Ah, you didn't know. What? Oh. You just used trip.
Run them through.
Didn't just somehow insta-kill Ulbrich.
Out of my way!
Huh. He's not dead, he's just fallen over.
You should have listened to reason. You're irrelevant.
Endure this.
Dead. Dead. We're so good at this. Skinning partially succeeded. Well, we've got some skin, I guess. I mean, it's a continuous variable. You can have interstitial amounts of skin. And in many ways probably should. Can you imagine if your skin just always came as a single thing? Just as soon as you've got a little cut at all, just thump, off goes all of your skin. That'd be awful.
Move out.
And thus, I don't know. Small amounts of skin good, I guess, is the core of my TED talk.
Head on.
There's a thing. Nothing particularly exciting, just reagents that I probably won't use. Loot. There's really nothing here. Okay, last chance. Come across this bit of the river. Last chance to dance to Rocksteady. Well, there was some gold powder in there. That'll sell well. Yeah, wow, there is nothing here. Why isn't there nothing here? It feels like there should be something here. There's a lot of dead wolves here. Oh, well, there's plague animals. That's not great.
Precision and grace.
Nope. You got maybe one of those.
Make every strike count.
Two of those strikes didn't count, Lan. God, Ulbrich can put out some damage. Thanks for the attack of opportunity.
Spirits demand your blood.
I guess you didn't really need opportunity there twice, did you?
I'll remove this obstacle. Mind over muscle.
Sure would be great if you could hit anything ever.
Short work of this.
Did Darren just Darren just caught the plague? Darren has caught the plague.
Crossed the wrong mongrel.
I mean, we're all going to catch the plague if you keep making the plagued animals explode like that. Bigitha... Oh, you still have the wand equipped
No one
for just such an
stands in my
occasion.
way.
Deplagued. Fails to dispel demon plague? What do you mean fails to dispel? DC 18. You must make what? You must make cast level check against the DC of each disease. So... Oh, so I still need a 13 or higher. There we go. Took a few charges, but we got there. Got some wolf pelt. Got some wolf pelt. Which I realised was turning into the theme tune from Rosie and Jim there. Yeah. No.
You follow.
Stop, Emma. Alright. Well, yeah, I guess... Wait, there's one little bit of fog we haven't cleared up. Maybe there will be something ominous here. Like an elk. Suddenly it all comes together. No. No, there's nothing. This place is actually as completely innocuous as it seems. But what about this? There's like... Can we cross this ford? Looks like there's more land here. Including a corpse. And a crash boat. With some esoteric weaponry in it. Nope, okay. That was your last chance. Nothing. I guess we're done. Chili Creek was in fact just a completely normal village. Which is surprising given how hard they were all being like, we are a completely normal village.
The waiting's never fun.
Shut up. You could be doing less waiting and more healing yourself. Yeah. Okay, so that was a bust. If you wanted anything weird to happen. That's the recruit button. Right. Okay, we can... Don't really need healers at the minute, she says, tempting fate. Let's just get some more archers. We've been getting such good use out of our archers. And then we move that out to join the other army that it'll be glomming on to. So what's the stacking limit? How many units can we stick on there? Let's hire all of these as well and see. Yeah, just keep stacking them. Well, that was all your movement points for the day, wasn't it? Welp. No, let's not begin resting, because we can do that in camp. It's right here. Come on, guys. I want a nap. We can literally see camp from here. Yeah, but nap now? No, Darren. Why was that specifically Darren? Because have you met the man? Buy my trash. Buy my trash. And also this crap crossbow. I mean, that is also trash. And this book. Books are trash. I'm being told by our legal department to advise you that books are not in fact trash. Stay in school, kid. I mean, I say legal department, you all know who it is. Another mysterious elf's in here. A wounded elf, huh? Well, there were lots of wounded in Canabras. Who wounded him? In what way? Nevia appears relaxed, even nonchalant, but her eyes gleam attentively and her hands, as if by coincidence, are resting on her belt next to her weapon. How should I know? It must have been demons. The wound was serious. I doubt he's fully recovered from it. Maybe you could point me towards a healer I could... The woman, wrapped in rags all the way up to her eyes, turns around at the sound of your footsteps. Damn it! In a lightning-fast motion, Nevia knocks something from the woman's hands, an amulet that seemingly appeared out of nowhere. It falls to the ground and disappears in a flash of magic. What's the rush, sweetheart? Stay a while. Commander and me, we've got a couple of questions for you too. So, hi, who are you? You hear a heavy sigh coming from under the shawl. Fine, you've got me. We'll talk, but not here. Lead me somewhere away from prying eyes. So yours, Commander. Akora, I handed her over, and now, as they say, I wash my hands of this whole affair. What do you want from me, soldier? In an exasperated gesture, she rips the half-mask off her face. Her skin is black, like onyx, and her eyes have a menacing ruby glint to them. Kaylessa, I assume. Take a closer look with my deep knowledge. It appears that this woman is a drow. Good, you can recognize her species. Her race is also known as Dark or Cavern Elves. They're rarely seen on the surface, so it's a surprise to encounter her here. Surprising, even. I know who you are. You're Kaylessa. I had a side quest about you. That's a lie. Well, the dialogue box says otherwise. Her crimson eyes flash, and she says firmly, I loathe demons, and I'll kill any I come across. Well, I suppose it could be saying that that is her name, but it's a lie that she's a cultist of Discari. I guess. Take a closer look with with Lan's superior perception skills. She's clearly holding something back, but she doesn't appear to be lying either. Whatever it is she's hiding, her claim that she hates demons sounds quite convincing. You're not lying, but you're not telling me the whole truth. What, was I supposed to pour my heart out? She looks at you defiantly. You have your war, soldier. I have mine. You're fighting chaos and madness, and I'm fighting lies and hypocrisy. We're both willing to die for our cause, aren't we? Cool. Why was I told all these stories about you? Kaylessa's grim expression hardens further, as bleak and unflinching as the words on her tombstone. You're asking questions that are dangerous in and of themselves. I urge you to stop. The more you know about me, the higher the chances that a traitor's dagger will find its way into your back. My perception skills think you're probably legit, so the guy who wanted me to kill you is in the camp, so maybe watch out for that. With a crooked smirk, Kaylessa says grimly, he's the one who should watch out for me. And then she's gone. Almost like somebody who can dimension door. Alright, where's Fawn? Where's Fawn? Queen. Watch encampment. High law. Is it saying the thing? Nope. Right. Let's wander around until we run into the guy, I suppose.
Onwards.
Just keep highlighting interactables until we see a thing that says Fawn. Yes, it's an honor. I know, you can stop saying that. Oh, there's things I can steal here. Dinner. More theft. Actually useful things. Neat. Love it when things are actually useful. I'm treading old ground here, brain. Come on. Fighting lies and hypocrisy, so you're going after demons and not politicians? I mean, to be fair, she's teleporting all around up to some shenanigans. Like, at no point has she said she's only going after demons. It's possible to hate multiple kinds of things at once. Citation, me. Scroll of glitter dust. That's just a pouch of glitter, isn't it? That's all that is. Fool, this is the internet. You must care perfectly about everything at once. It's true. We're not allowed to contain multitudes anymore. Time was. Nowadays, if you say that you contain multitudes, you get arrested and thrown in jail. There's Nenio. Everybody remarkably chill about her apparent change of species. Although I guess that is just a kitsune thing, is that they have a human form as well. These are horses, and they're all helpfully labelled horse. There's Hylor. Not labelled horse. Probably for the best. Where in the name of Christ is Fawn? Maybe he's in one of the 10. Guess I've got to look through all of the tents. Is he in Nura's tent? Multitudes of the cowards who think bad things. I mean, yes, frankly. I sure am a coward who thinks bad things. These are just both true. Is he in an ever in Irabeth's tent? No. I am a coward. I do regularly think bad things, but here we are. Leota, stop re-upping your buffs every time I walk past. It sends a bad message. Nothing there. What about the medic tent? Visali Chiado Fawn! The elf before you casually rests his bandaged arm on the weapon at his side. He bows his head with dignity. I congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. My hunt demanded that I travel with your army. Naturally, I wouldn't burden your forces with the need to care for an outsider. I've provided myself with all the necessities. Perception 20. Why do I need Perception 20 to say I think Kaelessa might be a drow, or is this like Perception 20 for his response? Well, I failed. Drow? Unlikely. It's more plausible that her dark service has left a brand similar to the one that twisted the entire cursed drow race. A coincidence, I would think. I mean, the fact that you've just described an entire race as cursed is not looking great for you. So yeah, I ran into her. Fawn's melancholic expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses and his fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. Under what circumstances? Hope you seize the opportunity to kill her. Are you certain of your allegations? Fawn lowers his head and says in a hollow voice, I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. Another red flag. She says she doesn't serve the demons. Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she would stoop to the boldest and the most egregious of lies. Whose word do you trust? Hers or mine? So I found her spying on my camp. Then you should be on the lookout for her accomplices. Her demonic masters must have sent her to plot against you, and since she's already made her way into the camp, she will strike soon. I let her go. After giving you a saddened look, Fawn stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulders. Don't like also that the quest there was just wait for Kaelus's schemes. What are your opinions on other drow? A gloomy shadow crosses his face. He remains silent for a while and says reluctantly, "A few years ago, a sect of demon worshippers was uncovered in Kionin. They were followers of Descari who had been brought together by his priestess Animora. Naturally, as soon as the truth was revealed, a hunt for those evil zealots was called. They were all marked with the same brand of darkness as their leader, the wicked Kaelessa. The sect was soon destroyed, but some of the cultists managed to escape. I pursued them in order to eradicate their evil, root and branch. Red flag!" Sighing heavily, his lip curls in an expression of bitterness. "It's a great shame that the children of a noble nation have besmirched themselves with this taint. And I would be grateful if this confession were kept between us. I'd like to know more about you, although I'm getting a fair idea. I won't hold anything back, not who I am, not why I made my way here, or who it is that I'm pursuing. Tell me more of you." Did we read this already? Other people tend to believe that identity is the sum of a person's actions and the events that have happened to them. For them, I am one of a long line of warriors of Kionin who since his youth has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am a successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slain a great many monsters. But I am an elf, and for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born and that I love so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful, what makes my heart quicken, by the fears that come to me in the dead of night, by the things I find so intolerable that at the sight of them, my very core darkens and fills with poison. Thus, to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you and I have at our disposal. Why did you choose to hunt evil? Because I am the son of a noble and proud nation. Red flag. We're sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. That's just sparkling racial exceptionalism. Bye! Good fortune to you. Well, we'll wait for her schemes to pay off and not talk to him anymore. Anyway, we came back here for a nap. Leota, what should I say? You don't have to re-up your buffs every time I walk past. And have you any opinion on that? No? Okay, bye. To bed. Make stick fish. Fish on a stick. Although I could make other food. Because I've got some new things. I can make a glowing croissant. Regal's favorite... Who's Regal? Ah. I don't know who Regal is, but... Unless that's the real name of somebody and I've just been spoiled by the interface. Nenio's favorite dish is onion soup, which is valid. Greybore, who's Greybore, is moth pottage. Darren's is midnight soup. And Lance is Godspeed salad, which makes you faster. Midnight soup, temporary hit points, moth pottage. Bonus on all skill checks for a day. Hello. Make soup out of moss. Warm-blooded game was hard to come by underground, but we had giant spiders galore. How about Sarkoris? Did you have to deal with critters like that? Well, in a lean time, you'd be glad of a spider sweet, no doubt. On the whole, many-legged beasties weren't high on our list of delicacies. Except for bees, of course. Folks in every village kept beehives. Delicious, crunchy. We made soup. We made soup. Did any more severed heads appear in our bag while we slept? Nope, we're still on one. Which is arguably too many severed heads, but we work with what we've got. Did you want this breastplate plus 2? No. Sure didn't. Does anybody have anything they can learn off these scrolls? Waldriff could learn Fireball, that would be very useful. And Glitter Dust, I thought you already knew that. Maybe he just has it as a spell like. And Haste, these are all good things to know. I mean, I really should have sorted this out before I rested so I could sort people's spell slots, but hey, that would have required planning and sense. Nenio learn how to shout, and how to acid touch, and how to make people ill, and how to make people weak, and how to make people cat. I forgot Darren's hat. It's a good hat. Alright. So, the only ones we've got left to do specifically in this chapter are help the Hell Knights and make it to Dresden. We're making motion. What does that mean, Emma? Making motion. We're moving. Sure, let's go with that. I mean, we're not going to be going to Heaven's Edge just yet, so I'll swap Darren out for Sociel. Swap Camellia out for Waldriff. Swap Ulbrich out for Sealer. Yeah, this is a lineup. It exists. I should really just kind of settle on a team I like. What? Hello? The commander has become host to an anomalous force. I mean, whomst among us? And her dreams are filled with strange visions. She feels the space around her distort, and her sensory organs are flooded by false images bred by distortions of light and air. Reality itself tries to expel the commander into some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. Her body resists this crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul, one made of demonic rage and destructive desire. The stranger grabs at it, and pulls like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force deep in the commander's soul answers with a menacing growl. Commander. Okay, well, I'll auto-pass that. Not so much that. Tries to understand what's going on. I know about Arcana. Needs a moment to figure this out. The commander is being summoned, transported through space by some magical force. However, the attempt did not succeed, because the commander is not a spirit or a demon, but a mortal gnome. The commander's surprised that this spell worked on her at all. I can roll an 11. Nope. Darkness conceals the stranger's appearance. Staring at the dark figure, the commander feels herself involuntarily leaning towards it. The attraction increases. Let's not If they're using this Tangle of Rage to track and summon me, maybe we should not unleash it. By force of will, the commander pushes her rank down, as deep in her soul as she can. The attraction rapidly weakens in response, as if the mysterious enemy can no longer sense the commander and concentrate its efforts on her. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or a nightmare. Well, that's certainly something that occurred. Alright, let's take out this fortification. You are a large boy. These are some gargoyles. Get Scorching Ray. That's half of them. That's another one of them. That's another one of them. And there we go. $63? Archer's OP. This just in. Reposition. Try and close on those crossbowmen as fast as you can. And, you know, shoot back. You know what? Scorching Ray is the answer to every problem. There you go. That's better. Archer problem sorted. Have we really filled the infirmary already? Haha, large gargoyle did nothing. Yeah, we lost 72 people and we could only bring back 60. We've actually had some ongoing losses. Boo. Boo to that. But hey, now we can level up the Baroness. I mean, Cure sounds pretty great. I mean, both of these are pretty great. But, yeah, let's learn to Cure. Don't know why I did that, to be honest. I mean, it was there. So I wonder, can we cure... No, we can't bring back the ones who died in the last thing. They're immune to fire. These cultists aren't. Get wrecked. Okay, you move attacking these because hopefully they can kill them. No, not quite. Boo. Nah, I don't like this. Good job. Not sure that was the best move I've ever made, but hey. Yeah. Tell you what, now cure these people. Thank you. Didn't know they could do that. Don't love it. And I can't do that much with Scorching Ray, because, you know, they're immune to fire. Yeah, we need to kill those. Cool, we killed those. Just bring 16 people back to hit points. Stop killing my rangers. In fact, I should cure them as well, because there's not that many of them. These archers are actually surprisingly competent in close combat. Good job, guys. Come on, you couldn't have converted that. See? Ooh. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave, where they found a stash of miscellaneous records that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear that the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from demonic threat. And in other news, I can speak English. You retreat for a moment. Because we should advance. And yes, hydrate and stretch. Thank you. Oh! Turns out your spine has lots of bits in it. Who knew? Alright, let's go help these Hell Knights that asked us for help a whole episode ago. Hopefully they're still alright. Did I bring Seela? I should have brought Seela. I think I brought Seela. I'm going to make her a Hell Knight. Next time we level. I did bring Seela. Excellent. Everybody should be mounted.
Let's move already.
Especially if we're mounting an offensive. That's where we get the phrase. Dead gargoyles? Yep. Looks like the Hell Knight continued to fight the gargoyle even from the air. They both fell to the rocks and perished. I mean, mostly that sounds very stupid. Was this a trap? Commander, come here quickly. Please don't say this was a trap. We get ambushed so much. Oh no, looks like this is actually happening. From the mountain you see a raided camp and two groups of warriors. One wearing white and yellow armor, the other in black. They're led by a tall man in white priest's robes. Which one? Some of the warriors glance around fretfully, their weapons shaking in their hands. You hear the screams of gargoyles from above. The beasts are approaching the camp.
Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again.
Voice acting.
Use cloaks as stretchers.
Love it.
We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people will have to cover us while...
Paralictor sounds like it should be, like, the phrase for somebody who paralyzes someone.
Two more minutes left out in the open.
Ah!
And neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about Crusader.
It's Regal. Remember? We were just like, who's Regal? Here we go. I know what your favorite food is.
But the wounded...
Problem solved. Retreat to shelter.
Hell Knights! The man in white has anything further to add. His words are drowned out by the shrieks of gargoyles as they fall from the sky. The Paralytic will lead the unit to shelter. We need to get through to them. And bring him some fish on a stick, because I'm reliably informed by the interface that that's his favourite food. Hello, gargoyles.
Do not waver.
Don't waver, but do Waljiff. Nailed it.
Let's hear you cry. The light take you.
And it did. Chuck fireball, see what happens. What happened was damage, turns out.
You won't survive me.
And it didn't. Why don't I have a charge on your hotbar?
Cover me, all right?
Sneak attack from somebody who was standing right next to you. Well, that worked. Nothing else over here? Nope.
I lead. Dispatch those fools.
I lead, dispatch those fools. Perfect. Nailed it. Don't have a charge path? That's probably for the best. Horse. Haha! Horse! Oh yeah, I forgot she was using a hammer now. What? No, I didn't click there! It appears I did in fact click there. Terrible news. Have we all been hasted? Oh. Thanks whoever hasted us. I was thinking our charge ranges looked very large. Yeah, that's definitely some haste we've got going on.
Endure this.
It did. Why would you tell it to endure that when it was just going to endure it like that? Honestly. Sneak attack of the kind where we just run across the
My blade.
cliff at
Into
you.
the fray.
That's the thing I was trying to do, but now of course you can't get a charge path because you ran round a corner. You fools. They're hitting Waldriff again. This is rude. I mean, they only do it because he has, like, no armor.
Make every strike count.
You should have listened to reason.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
But mostly the first thing. The secret first thing. Oh, one sec, audio's gonna drop out for a minute. Because it feels like we're coming up on something and I kind of want to get it done before we end the episode. I'd rather not have to run another thing. Bastard Sword. Bastard Sword of Hope. Theela, this sounds like your jam. What does it do? +2 Mithril Sword, that... Let me look. +2 Mithril. And on a crit, heal D8 +5, can only be used by lawful good, lawful neutral, and neutral good. So top left people. Yeah, that sounds extremely sealer. I mean, your +2 hammer is neat. Oh, that's what's giving us haste. Oh, and she can't use a bastard sword. Why can't she use a bastard sword? Really? I assumed that would be martial proficiency. I would say exotic. Well, I guess we know what you're getting for your next feat. Oh yeah, also there was this. Oh no, that flail is evil. Don't use the evil flail. You won't get on. The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque, as I've been described so many times. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman dressed in white and yellow priest's robes, lie on the ground surrounded by the bodies of dead gargoyles. This reboot has gone badly. They're tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing at humans' clothes, and the largest gargoyle's talon has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. But before they died, he or his companion defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the world wound's horrific sky. Her pale lips open and she exhales abruptly. Sun will never rise again. It's only darkness above me. Even the sky is cursed. We along with it. Yako, walking in the front, steps over the man's body without looking, but turns around at the sound of the woman's voice. The Mendevian faithful break too easily. We have heals. Heal woman. The woman pushes you away with a weak gesture. Spend your efforts on someone who can be helped. Leave me. My crusade is over. I mean, you probably could be helped. We know cure serious wounds. That looks like a serious wound. Just saying. Who are you? What happened here? I am a priestess of ardent Sarenrae from the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Asher Strieger, the head of our order. Sorrowful pride sounds in the woman's voice. He has led our forces on raids to the World Wound many times, but this campaign, gargoyles attacked a few nights ago. A vast number. We've never seen anything like it. Asher's organized our resistance with great skill, but while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the World Wound. It's nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies. Her last breath is lasting a long time. And set off back the way we came. I'm slightly hyperventilating doing that voice. Let's stop. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyle struck a second time. It snatched many of us away. I saw the pain on Ash's face as he counted the losses. He managed to rally us. We continued our trek and soon came across traces of a recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help. We had no idea that they were Hell Knights. We received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flasks and a sack of dried bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sack to use as bandages. 2 flasks between all of us, a sack for bandages. Hell Knights. Thela curls her fists, almost grunting through her clenched teeth. I'd rather ally with a flesh-eating, poisonous wyvern. Ironic. Don't expect any goodness from those black tin cans. If you meet them, count yourself lucky if you don't end up nailed to the nearest fence post. The leader has to take care of their own tribe first. All the scandalized gasps. How could he do such a thing? Suddenly fall away when you're first faced with the hard choice. Are you going to take food out of your own child's mouth to feed a starving stranger? I mean, none of the Hell Knights are children, Lan. What happened after that? Gargoyles attacked. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them and had us carry their wounded. That monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. It's difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter while he stayed to cover our retreat. The woman exhales softly. He was a strong cleric, but as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself. He paid for it. What terrible injustice, but alas, all too common. Those who care for others often perish first. Commander can't be helped, but you're still alive. We can help you. The woman looks at you wistfully. Why? So many deaths, so many sacrifices, such bravery, all for what? I will not go with you, stranger. My commander and I will die by what we live for. Passion and nobility. What? And me trying to heal you is not compassionate? I don't want to keep fighting for a world that bows to such laws. The goddess forgive me. The woman closes her eyes, exhausted. Yeah, things are terrible, so we shouldn't try and change them. Commander, I'm not one to advise you, but you're wasting time on this fool, and the gargoyles will soon be back. As their usual tactics, fly up, regroup, attack again. I'm going back to my unit now, and I would advise you not to stay here long either. Well, in honor of her sacrifice, we shall loot her. Scroll of Hurricane Bow. Neat. If only Lan had at any level, then use magic device.
Onwards.
Oh hey, more gargoyles. More girls, if you will.
Anything new?
Nanio, if you could just...
None shall escape.
just start off with a little light carpet bombing.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Lan is a little light carpet bombing. Well, he's a little light carpet bombing. Pun? Question mark? Okay. Theomander? No. Theomat. There we go. What do you mean you don't have a charge solution? Honestly, try harder. Well, close enough. Oh, and it critted and we got a haste. Neat.
Out of my
Love that for
way.
us. And that was an nat 1. Love that less. I need to put charge on Socio's hotbar. What can I take off? Dismiss spell. That's situational. I mean, I don't have a charge solution anyway, but hey.
Fall.
Half-fiend gargoyle cleric. That's a lot of words. So many creature types on this boy. Okay, I can respect that
You won't survive.
natural 20. And it didn't. And nor did that guy off screen.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Distract them for me.
Wow.
No glory without risk.
It's all 1s or 20s. These dice are interesting.
Die.
Oh, there's another one there. I didn't notice you. Well, I mean, we're killing the cleric. That's what you should do anyway.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Good wrath.
Endure this.
They just keep dropping more gargoyles on us. They not know I'm running to a time limit. This is going to get you attack of opportunity, but also it's going to hit these three with a fireball. Oh, spell failed because I got attack of opportunity. Cool, didn't think that through totally.
Mind over muscle.
But now they're out of attacks of opportunity. Haha, my plan worked, question mark.
Time to share your treasures.
Well, not like that, it's not.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Hey!
Let's hear
That
you
was a really weird excerpt. It's what you do when you hit somebody with a hammer, right? As you go, hey!
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
To roll this natural one. Lan, please. Tell you what, Lan, extra attacks. You can do this.
Make every strike count.
And when I say you can do this, I don't mean like I have faith in you. I mean as in I just remembered that you can do this. You literally have this ability. Hey, stop beating Waldriff up.
You should have listened to reason.
Well.
Cover me, all right?
into the fray. Run them through.
Simple as. Magic Essence. Love that for me. Bodies I can loot. Healing potions. Yes. Love that. Even after the attack, the tents at the Hell Knight camp are lined up neatly, looking like they're ready for a parade. Are you telling me the gargoyles didn't move the tents? The concept. Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. Reagents. A bowl of salt and some money. Go first footing. That's a very funny joke if you're me. Waldriff, open this chest.
This is my kind of work.
Mr. Gorbachev. It's the more unidentified medium barding that I can't use yet. The Muscle Warmer. By Randy Savage. Cold resistance is +2. Cold resistance 10. And bonus on saving against movement impairing effects. Neat. Yeah, neither of these can use medium barding. Yeah, right? Yeah. Just gonna have to use those beats on them. We can do that. We can do that. Speaking of things we can do, before I end the episode, I should really make sure everybody's healed up. Do you really not have any just cure spells? Do I just not... Did I not give you cure spells? Why didn't I give you cure spells? I guess we channeling. Okay. Why don't you have cure spell? Got restoration. I didn't. I'm an idiot. Great. Great. Cool. Very good. Very good. On that note, is where I think we finish. We'll delve deeper into the Hell Knight camp and probably meet... I'm guessing Regal will be a new person for us next time. But for now... Yeah. This has very much happened. Again, it's been 3 hours. What have we done? Oh, we went to a completely innocuous village. And I guess we did the Nameless Ruins as well, and a bunch of crusade movement. Sure. 3 hours well spent. I'll trust you on that. I don't know if it's just because of my meds at the minute, but I swear none of it happened. I don't know how we've spent 3 hours because it is all just bam out of my head. But yeah, I'll trust you. And hey, the VODs will be there. Speaking of which, time for a bit of wrap up. I'm going to click save before I forget to, and everything is ruined. So, thank you all very much for being here. Thanks if you stayed to the end. It means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, that's SERASENT, the House of Hubris, streaming here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time, that is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Again, now the time zones have sorted themselves out. Other time zones are available, but do the maths yourself, or if you don't want to, just... words. If you don't want to, just give us a follow and get notified whenever I'm here. If you do miss anything, VODs are on the Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. For everything else, there's the YouTube link down there, says VOD Archive, or it is youtube.com/@HouseOfHubris, where you can find everything going back to the start of the channel, which is very close now to 3 years of content. There's a lot there. We've done many things by now. And yeah, while you're there, why not subscribe? Helps us make number go up, which we all know how important that is, but more importantly, means you get hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which will probably be mostly Pathfinder for a while now, because this game, big. Yeah. If you decide you want to support the said big journey financially, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. I feel like I had other things I say here. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, socials, also down there, or it's just House of Hubris, basically anywhere, at House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Mastodon, at housefhubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky, where I do all the regular social media things, you know, plugging the stream, doing memes, shouting about the world, posting really bad jokes occasionally, and also shouting about other projects I've got going on, such as currently releasing the new season of Shaker, which heavily features me. I'm main cast for this season, and it's good. I know I would say that, but it's good. Devoid of Space Season 2 has started to drop. I had a bit part in the first episode, and we'll have a main part in an upcoming one, so check them out. And there'll be more exciting stuff coming down the line. Already confirmed, I've got Breathing Space and In Between. But hey, maybe there'll be more things. And the best way to find out, other than watching this stream, is by checking me out on any of my social feeds. Or look at my Podchaser, I guess? Up to you, really. Okay, cool. I'm going to stop blithering now and let you all get on with your lives. We'll be back with more of Bigitha on Thursday, when we will find out that the Hell Knights are awful, as if we didn't know this already. What with the summary execution thing, which we've already established. Bad. Yeah. But until then, take care of yourselves out there. English words. Why did we agree to this ridiculous baby language? Take care of yourselves out there, and yeah, I will be back on Thursday. I said that already. Wow, cool. Brain is soup. I'm sorry. I try. Yeah. Take care of yourselves. Love you all. I will see you again on Thursday. Bye.